Officers, hedgehogs, and aliens, oh my. Shadow's legs hang off from the office chair, swinging idly. The dark hedgehog turns to the sound of a tired yawn next to him. Wade Whipple leans against the desk they both currently sit at, gaze focused on the front door of the station. He's not entirely sure how long they've been sitting here, waiting, but the clock on the wall says it has been about 15 minutes. Not that long, but long enough to notice. The hedgehog had shown up at the station looking for food one night, accidentally encountering the deputy on his late shift. It still confused Shadow on why Wade had taken him in the first place. It wasn't like they had known each other before, nor did Wade benefit from housing him. Shadow looks back down at the socks that now adorn his feet, comfortable but providing little support. Even so, they're still much more comfortable than just bare paws on asphalt and concrete. After making sure his new guest was happy and well-fed, Wade mentioned his friend Tom knew more about the whole picking up strays thing. Apparently, Tom normally took the late shift, but that night, he was on a well-needed vacation, whatever that meant. Once the sheriff returned, he would decide what to do with Shadow. Whether it be a good or bad thing, Shadow did not know, but Wade's inability to lie to save his life made the hedgehog a bit less nervous about the whole thing. The clock ticks 30.
I know Tom said they may be a while because they were unpacking, but this is late even for him, especially Sonic.
And then there was this other person, Sonic. Besides Tom, this Sonic was the most frequently mentioned name. All Shadow knew about the person was that every time he inquired about him, Wade would just fumble and say,
"He's like you."
Like me? That's impossible because I was uniquely created. There's no other creature like me.
Shadow thinks, grip tightening on his knees.
But
The hedgehog's ears twitch at the sound of a ringing bell. The front door swings open. Wade jumps to stand, startling Shadow and sending him hiding under the desk at the possible threat. Nearly tripping on his way to greet the person at the entrance, Wade clasps hands with someone.
Tom, I'm really sorry to call you off of your vacation earlier.
No, it's alright. I think I had enough downtime anyway. Besides, Sonic was getting kinda homesick, I think.
Tom laughs. Shadow peeks over the desk just enough to get a good look at the newcomer. He's about the same height as Wade, but leaner, with a more confident air to him. A brand new voice, much younger, makes an offended sound. Shadow cannot see the person from his position behind the desk.
Hey, I just wanted to see what this surprise Wade was talking about.
Sure, kid.
There's a ruffling sound, followed by startled.
Hey,
But I'll admit, this surprise has me a bit anxious. Normally, your surprises involve something our budget doesn't have any way of paying for.
Wade interjects.
First of all, we don't talk about the thumbtack incident anymore. Second, it's not something bad. In fact, I think Sonic might enjoy it the most.
really?
The younger voice says excitedly.
Well, let me see it.
All right, give me 1 sec.
Footsteps approach Shadow's spot behind the desk, and he ducks back behind.
He's a bit nervous, so.
The deputy misses the look exchange between the Wachowskis. They mouth to one another. The dark hedgehog tenses before seeing Wade's familiar face peer around the desk. Shadow gives him a look, hesitant.
Come on, I promise they won't bite.
He holds out a hand. The hedgehog suddenly feels a weird dip feeling in his chest, but he ignores it, shaking himself a bit and doing a quick inhale and exhale. Shadow accepts the man's hand and is slowly pulled out into the open.
Sonic and Tom,
Wade gives a gentle push to the airline.
this is Shadow.
Shadow has exactly 1 second to process a dramatic gasp before something bright blue suddenly appears an inch from his face.
Oh my gosh, you're a hedgehog like me.
It appears to his left, moving too fast to track by eyesight alone.
Where did you come from? How old are you? Are you from space too? I'm from space. I've lived here most of my life though. My name is Sonic. I'm super fast. Are you fast? Are you named after your powers? You're all black, but you have stripes too. I've never seen that before. What are the stripes for? Where are your gloves and shoes? You need shoes. My cousin gave me mine. How long have you been here? How did you find Wade? You're a little skinnier, Wade. You would love chili dogs. They're my favorite.
The blue speedy thing is abruptly caught by skilled hands.
Alright, that's enough out of you. Can't have you scaring the new guy too badly.
With its movements paused, Shadow steadies himself and finally gets a good look at his attacker. The hedgehog remembers his earlier comment on Wade's terrible lying skills. Vibrating in place in Tom's arms was, indeed, someone that looked like him, albeit not exactly. For one, this person was blue, not black and red like himself. He also wore red running shoes with white straps and white gloves on both paws. Green eyes in him and barely restrained interest and excitement, tail wagging at insane speeds. Tom sweats down to Shadow's level, still holding his clone in his grip.
Well, be darned.
He then looks to Wade.
This is quite the surprise. Where did you find him?
He kinda waltzed right in a couple days ago. Shadow's been staying at my house for a while, 'cause, well,
The deputy rubs the back of his neck.
I didn't know what else to do with him.
You could have shooed me away. You could have killed me with that gun in your holder, but you didn't.
Shadow thinks, now understanding why Wade had not done those things. He's already met something like this, like him.
Okay, I'm calm now. Please, can I be let out?
The blue look-alike wriggles in Tom's hold. The man raises an eyebrow.
Sonic Wachowski saying, please, surely the world is ending.
Sonic sticks his tongue out.
Rude. I can be polite when I want to.
The alien is placed back on the ground, smoothing his grills down.
Maddie says I'm the nicest kid in town.
Tom snorts.
Yeah, because she spoils you up, man. A rascal.
He grabs Sonic once more, giving him a hard noogie. The hedgehog laughs, squirming in an attempt to escape. Shadow eyes the two, the banter returning that weird dip in his chest. He's not exactly sure how to describe the feeling, but it lightens a bit when Wade kneels to Shadow's side.
So,
Wade begins, catching the Wachowski's attention.
what do we do?
Shadow stiffens. Tom ponders for a moment.
Well, we can just leave him, really, the Green Hills way.
Sonic jumps out of Tom's grip.
Can he stay with us, please?
Sonic sips to Shadow's side.
I've never met another hedgehog like me. I want to talk to him more. And it'll be fun to have. What's your name, by the way?
The speedster asks, looking at his double.
I'm Shadow.
The dark hedgehog says.
It'll be fun to have show around, pretty please.
Tom hums, a strange look in his eye as he looks between the hedgehogs. Was it pity, or something else?
Well, I don't love Sonic. The only other place Shad could sleep would be your room, and I think he'd prefer to sleep alone.
The sheriff turns to the deputy.
What do you think, Wade?
Whipple looks a little taken back.
Well, I don't mind him staying at my house. It's nice to show some excellent cooking skills from time to time, and there's extra room.
With excellent cooking skills.
Abruptly, everyone's eyes are on Shadow. He immediately feels much smaller than before under their combined gazes.
What do you think, Chad? Would you want to stay at Wade's for a bit?
I'd love to.
Is the hedgehog's first thought. But that'd be rude. These people, they've been so just, accepting of Shadow's presence. After being chased out of every store and house he's accidentally walked into, the feeling of welcomeness is so alien to him. And having access to more than just garbage and stolen food to eat was more than a plus in his book. Shadow swallows the emotion in his throat.
That would be acceptable.
Sonic pumps a fist in the air.
Yes, now I have some stuff for you. I think I have some extra gloves lying around.
The hedgehog abruptly takes Shadow's hand, shaking it harshly.
It's been awesome meeting you. Now stay here. I gotta grab some stuff.
And with that, Sonic zooms out the door. Tom, after a brief state of shock, follows suit.
Sonic, sorry about that.
And like that, he's gone as well. Shadow and Wade stand there for a moment, blinking at the front door. Wade gives him an apologetic look.
You don't have super speed too, right?
The alien just shrugs.